Hey everybody and welcome back. So last episode we covered a couple of random things, and in this episode we are taking on the Tower of Flame. Alright, so these guys, while they are large, they actually have a pretty common attack pattern. And now this is doing a lot of damage. That is because I am using a mace. And actually that gives me more than enough souls. I am going to go... I don't need to upgrade the mace, I guess. I'd rather keep what I've got. So, oh, this guy is going to be a pain in the ass. Because I don't have a very good shield. So that means that if I do successfully block an attack, I am still going to take damage. And he has a very annoying attack pattern. That's something that actually speaks really well of Dark Souls itself, and that is that when you fight enemies, like, enemies have a very specific attack patterns, so when you die, it is definitely your fault. It's not the game's fault. It's you made a mistake, you miscalculated, and you die because you paid the price for that mistake. So now, we want to trigger this guy, but we want to be careful not to fall off the edge. Now you can also do jump attacks, which do increased damage. Now that was true in Dark Souls 1, that's true, I assume it was true in Demon Souls, which was the first game. At least I believe that was on PS2. And then there was another, and then I assume it'll be true in 3. Now, pulling the switch, if we look over in that arena right there behind the switch, what this does is it raises a platform. Normally, if you don't raise this platform, you have to fight the boss on that small platform, and he can knock you off very easily. I have beaten him without raising any of the platforms, but it's a pain in the ass, and the platforms are all right in the way, so there's no point. I'm gonna take that out, put the Estus flasks in, because Estus flasks will restore after every stay. This is actually going to be quite difficult. Because this guy hits hard, and because of the weapon he's using, he actually has a very long reach. But that's not the worst part. The thing is, when he goes down, both of these shield guys will become aggressive and try to kill you. Which realistically isn't that bad. If I get invaded, the sign is flickering, so if I get invaded, I'm just gonna have to quit the game. So I do apologize if that happens. Oh, they stopped chasing. Normally they chase you quite aggressive. So I didn't mean to use Estus Flask right there. Shoot. Normally they chase you quite aggressively, so I'm surprised they stopped. Now see, that could have been very bad for him. He could have knocked me off the ledge right there, but thankfully he did not. I'm not going to fight that guy. Over there is the way to the Blue Covenant. Specifically, it's the way to the Blue Sentinels. But because we are not joining the Blue Sentinels, and because we have to fight a dragon to get up there, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so we have this mace guy to take out. Now, these two-handed guys that use the two-handed weapons are actually good to fight over the shield guys, because even if the shield guys don't actively block your attacks, what the shield does is it adds to their overall defense. That means you hit them for less. Ow. Whereas two-handers actually don't have as good armor because they're not carrying a shield. Now, here's the downside. I actually have to make him fight because allies look like that. This is an ally summoning. Now, it's not a player character. It's an NPC. There are NPCs you can summon that are very helpful. The problem is he will go after this guy because this guy is technically an enemy. So if you don't trigger him, it's a very good chance that your ally will die. So I have to do this, even if I don't want to. Then what I need to do is I need to summon Masterless Glencore, and I need to avoid the Tiny Knight, because they hit for a lot of damage. Okay, that text at the bottom, that will come up if you summon an ally, and will say what their name is. But it will also say, ow. It will also, like the same text will come up, but in red if you are invaded. I don't know if it's in red or not, but it will make it very clear that that is. There we go. He drops it. Good job. He dropped this. So here's an example of like the sword that he was using, and I'm gonna use it instead of the. So it only does 75 damage, so it's actually weaker than the short sword, but it does 50 lightning damage. So overall, it's actually better than than the short sword. Plus, it has better range. Oh, I didn't pull a second switch. Shoot. Okay, so here's an example of a boss. They have a life bar. And as you can see, they take a lot of punishment. Give me a hand. Typically, the Dragon Rider will actually switch his attentions between you and your allies, depending on who attacks him. As you can see right here, he has switched over to Glencore. That gives me a point to attack him. Now, the reason I switched to Mace, I think I said... oh, dear. You also need to be careful because one of the things that... I don't know if I covered it or not, but armor types actually matter. So, this guy... everyone here uses like really heavy armor. That's why I went out of my way to get the Mace first, because the Mace does really good damage against armor. Also, his shield will block 100% damage, so if you attack his right side, or his left side, or if you try attacking his shield, 0 damage. At least that's the way it used to be. They might have changed it since then. Alright, and that is the first boss dead. There we go. Job done. Now, any allies you summon will disappear when you do that. Or once you kill the boss for the area. Also, it depends on which stone is used. If you use a large stone, they will stay for the full fight. However, if you use a small stone,
that's for your
you are only there for a short amount of time. If you are only there for a short amount of time, that means that the person is willing to help you for a little bit, but they're not willing to go all the way.
So, no need for the gods.
She is horrible, and I would kill her if I thought I could win. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Well, I might be able to with them, eh? I don't want to risk dying, not after I just got that. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to... we covered the Tower of Flame, and we're only at the 8-minute mark. I might be able to do the underground area. Sure. Now here's the thing. If you spend enough money at her store, what she will do is she will actually give you an item. Normally I get this like right away, but I didn't do everything that I normally do, so I was a few souls short. Throwing knives are going so.
Seems like the claw has swung you into.
Okay, she does have a couple of items that are interesting. Guess I'll grab 5 of those.
They say that, but it's high time.
Yeah, so if you talk to her enough, what she'll do is she'll say, it's high time I move, and what she'll do is she'll go back to Marjula. Whatever. She can do whatever she wants. Finally! Goodness me. So that's the Silver Covetous ring. What that does is when we wear it, it will... Oh, it doesn't actually say what it does. Basically, it causes foes to yield more souls. So when you're killing stuff, it gives you more souls. That includes boss souls. Also, while I'm thinking about it, if we look in our inventory, we have the Dragon Rider soul. What this is when you are running the game, you actually have 2 NPCs that you can turn in boss souls to. So you can either use them like you do a regular soul, or you can use them as a boss soul. Or you could turn them into a weapon. So like I could get the Dragon Rider's shield, I could get the Dragon Rider's polearm, or I could get the Dragon Rider bow, which is actually a pretty good bow. But I am making a physical character. That means that I am not going to be using these souls. So I don't need it, so I'm just going to be doing that. And because I'm going to be soloing most of the game, I want as many souls as I can get. Hey friend. Hi cat friend. My cat's on the couch looking out the window. He's waiting for my roommate to get back. Okay, so now that we're here, I'm going to cover leveling up, because leveling up is important, and I'm going to need it to get through this next area. It is that hard. Okay. Let's see. So I need 28 strength to be able to wield that greatsword, but then I am also going to need more endurance as well. Or I think I do need some dexterity, but I don't remember how much I need. I don't want to put that all into that, because that would be bad. I am going to do this and that. I think that will be a good balance between the two. Okay. And that'll give me more time. Okay, that'll give me a little bit more time to deal with that. Okay. Now, you also need to be aware that I imagine 3 is going to do this, but depending on how you're dealing damage, like, it's going to change. So, like, if you want to be a miracle user... I think my game froze again. Well, I'll keep recording because I'm going to talk about this, but... So, if you want to deal damage with miracles, so like if you want to throw lightning or use lightning on people, you need to raise your faith. And there are weapons that deal faith damage, so that is a thing. Now, if you want to deal damage with fire, that uses a different formula. If you want to deal damage with magic, that uses a different formula. So you need to be aware, and you're going to need to study. Typically, there are usually guides up pretty quickly about like the statistics of what does what in game. Obviously, a lot of people are going to be going into it blind. I'm probably going to be making a melee character because while I do enjoy magic, I also tend to lean more towards physical aspects of... because it's easier to deal with. Oh dear. Yes. Okay, now see, I took a risk there because I thought I could get my second attack off in time, and I did, so... Now, unfortunately, Pirate's Cove, I think it's called, or whatever the cove it is, there's a lot of items hidden in, and a lot of them are really good. I don't remember which ones are which, though, so I'm just going to be getting them all, so you'll get an example of just how much stuff you can get from an actual item. Here's an interesting character. This is actually a character that you have to fight later in the game. He is a regular enemy. But if you kill him, there is a chance he will drop. That was lucky, that should have hit me. There's a chance he will drop here. Or there's a chance he'll drop some of his stuff. It's like the Cillian armor, or Cylon, whatever. But we get Sublime Bone Dust. This will upgrade the power of our Estus flasks, which is very helpful. Okay, now my game froze, so I'll be right. I really wish I knew why this computer did this, because it's extremely annoying, and it's like, I have yet to see any, like, detailed explanation as to why I just get these random lag freezes. Also, elements do kind of matter. If you are standing in water or if you're covered in water, fire damage is reduced, whereas lightning damage is increased. That is a basilisk. They're fairly easy to kill, but they can petrify you and turn you into stone. But I can't get the reward that's over there because you need to have... The only way to get it this early is you have to kill someone, or you have to give 12,000 to the hag, which I'm not willing to do. Okay, now this is going to be quite frustrating for me, so if I die a lot, I apologize. Oh, No Man's Wharf, that's right. So if I die a lot, please, I'm sorry, it's just this is really, really hard. Alright, yeah, so we're at 16 minutes, so what I am going to do is I am going to call it a video here. And in the next episode, we'll cover No Man's Wharf. So, see you guys next time.